So in this particular example, we saw how to write a complex sales incentive structure which has multiple layers by writing individual layers formula. And in this particular example, our focus was to see how to write this formula to calculate the commission for each of the conditions, and not about how to calculate the figures. For example, for that you may have to write a separate Excel sheet itself or a report. For example, if we have to find these figures for receivables, let's say we have a report of receivables like this, whereby an accounts department is giving you that customer A paid for so and so invoice on this date and this was the amount paid. So it is very easy to create another report or another sheet to find out these figures in this particular way. So here what we have done is, this is the invoice date, this is the payment date. You have to make sure that all your cells are properly formatted in order to operate on them and write formula. So this range of cell as well as this is formatted for date formatting, this is for currency formatting, so is this is a number formatting, and these are currency formatting. So it is very important to have the right formatting done in the right columns or the range of cells. So what we did here was first calculate the payment days by subtracting the payment date and the invoice date. So this cell minus this cell gives you payment days. Once you have the payment days, then we write formula which is pretty simple to calculate the two types of payments. One, the payment received in less than or equal to 30 days. And the second type of payment is payment received in greater than 60 days, because that is what we need to find here to calculate commission. If H4, which is this, is less than or equal to 30 days, then we enter this amount, which is the payment amount, in this column, otherwise 0. Similarly, if H4 payment days is greater than 60 days, then we enter the payment amount in this column, and so on. Then we drag the formula down and calculate the totals in both the columns, and these figures are then pulled into this sheet. What we can do is, here we can write equal to, go to this sheet and pick this number. So instead of manually typing this number, this is how you can pick information from other sheet by just typing an equal to sign. So coming back to this number, we type equal to, go to the cell where we calculated this figure and click here to pick that value and hit enter. So this is how you can calculate the necessary figures for the incentive structure in a different sheet and pull that figures in the main sheet and do the remaining calculation. So what is the important part that we learned was, when you are writing complex logical formulas or creating multi-layer complex formulas, it is important to break them down into individual layers, which is what we did here. We created individual formulas for each layer and then combined them to calculate the total commission. So this is how you make it easy to write complex formulas.